Hello everyone and welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name's Michael and I'm bitten by a radioactive book. Today is Thursday and that means female fantasy author feature on my channel. And today we're talking about Anne Bishop, the queen maybe of dark fantasy. Anne Bishop is an American author who lives in New York, I think, and she has 4 series out already. 3 are finished, or I'm not too sure if everything is actually finished, and she's in the process of writing her 4th series at the moment, and we'll have a look at these 4 series. First off, we have the Black Jewels series. This is maybe her most famous series, a series up until now that includes like 9 books, and the first book is Daughter of the Blood, and the first trilogy was very popular in that kind of series. Yeah, and now we have like 6 other books in it as well, and that is why the last installment came out in 2011, and I'm not quite sure if it was like an ending to the series or if it, yeah, maybe offers a return for Anne Bishop to this world at some point. But what is this series all about? The series plays in hell, and hell is some kind of dark realm filled with like demons. And there is a prophecy about a girl that is born, Janelle, that and she should become like the strongest witch there. And we have like different factions, different power players in hell that fight over the dominance, and that on the one hand are afraid of this prophecy and Janelle, and on the other hand want to control her. And so this child then becomes something of a plaything, between these demons. And a trademark of Anne Bishop, and that's why I called her like the queen of dark fantasy, is that actually her worlds are very filled with mature content. So this is not like a light-hearted thing, as you can see maybe on the mention of the demons there. There is like a decent amount of brutality in these books, a decent amount of sexuality, and mature content as well. So it is maybe not a book that you should gift to like a 13-year-old or something. It's definitely an adult series. Next up we have the Layne series. It's a trilogy that starts with The Pillars of the World, and that is also a darker spin on something that sounds very familiar, because we have a world filled with magic where there are humans and there are fairies. And the magic is seen as something bad, and so like witches are burned and hunted down, and the magic is slipping away from that world, and the relationship between the fairies and the humans is not very good. And our protagonist, Air, I think, and her friends want to save magic, to save the world, and so they need to win the trust of the fairies. And so I think we're treading on very familiar ground here on the one hand, but I'm pretty sure that Anne Bishop is able to do like a spin on that very familiar theme. That's a bit of one of her trademark things, is that she takes familiar things and gives them like a bit of a darker spin and looks at them from a new perspective. Next up, we have the Ephemera series, starting with Sebastian. This is a series that sounds very interesting for its world building, because the lands are actually like shifting islands or something like that, or the realms, and they are connected by bridges. And Sebastian is at some kind of school. He is like an half incubus, I think, and then a woman starts to call out for him. There's a danger in the world that, yeah, threatens his realm and all the other realms, and maybe he has to react. From the cover, you can already see that maybe this goes a bit even more into the like paranormal romance kind of genre. So every book or series of Anne Bishop has this kind of element of romance, mature sexuality. But for this, at least by the covers, that seems to be yeah, one of the stronger cases. But I could be wrong, because I haven't read it, and as I said, the world building and the basic ideas seem very intriguing to me. And last but not least, we have the Others series, starting with Written in Red. This is a series you might have already heard about, because Lindsay from Lindsay Ray is a huge fan of the series. And this is compared to Anne Bishop's other series, I think a series that is set in our world, and the protagonist is Meg, and Meg has like the ability to see the future when her skin is cut, and she has to flee into something called like the Lakeside District, and in this district, or this district, is actually governed by the Others, and the Others are shapeshifters, um, for the most kind, werewolves and others. And so, yeah, she's introduced to this kind of parallel world, and has to make her way there. It also has a paranormal romance element in it, so if you're into that, you can look forward to this series, as I said, because Lindsay Ray really is a huge fan of the series, and yeah, she has a great taste in books. So, I hope you liked this look into the works of Anne Bishop. Next week we're going to look into C.S. Friedman, another author of more like dark fantasy, so you can look forward to that. If you enjoyed this week's installment, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of me, subscribe to my channel. If you want to know what's coming up on my channel, please look inside the description box. There's a little segment there called On the Horizon. I wish you a good day, and hope you get bitten by a really good book too. Bye!